Welcome to the Bushido Gang. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's AttackonSamurott. Good morning, good night, and good afternoon. This is week 8, or this is my reaction to week 8 of Smogon Premier League. So this is for ADV OU. And in case you guys don't know and are new to the channel and watch this for the first time, I love ADV. ADV is one of my favorite old gens. Really enjoy playing the metagame, and I really enjoy seeing other players play as well, especially at this high competitive level too. So yeah, I'm honestly excited to record these games. I may end up doing just this one right here, or I may end up doing another one depending on the length of it, because I haven't actually looked at this game yet, or the other ADV games that happened last week for week 8. But yeah, for this first match though, we have HClat versus Johnny G2. So these two are some fun players to watch, especially HClat. Like, if you guys didn't know, I actually made a video with HClat. We were actually having some friendlies, and he was giving me it, and we were pretty much having like a one-on-one talking about like his thoughts on the metagame and whatnot. So it was a really fun vid that we did. If you guys want to check that out, I'll probably have it at some point in the video, so you guys can look that for yourselves and understand HClat. I do apologize about the sound in that video though, because I didn't actually test my mic then, and I wasn't sure, and I wasn't able to get HClat's voice all the way, but still, it's a really good video, so I do recommend checking it out if you guys want to get more insight on ADV. Anyways, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Before we get started with this, please make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, join my Discord, the Bushido Gang, and subscribe for some more content on the channel. And yeah, all those links will be down in the description. As I'm recording, I'm 1 sub away from 450. I know, crazy. I'm 1 sub away from that goal, so we can hit that. That'll be really cool. Anyways, now for both players, right? They're both very competitive players. Johnny, he's been shifting between DPP and ADV, but again, he's very good in ADV. He's played in a couple of big tours, including Callus Invite, and he's gotten pretty far in that tour as well. Same with HClat as well. So it's just gonna be a very, very fun series. This is one of the series I've been looking forward to for this SPL. So I'm excited. Anyways, let's dive in and let's see what happens. I have no idea what they're gonna lead, because again, in ADV, or really from Gen 1 through Gen 4, there's no team preview, so you don't know what your opponents can be bringing. But just based on, I guess, their playstyles, HClat's very weird. He brings whatever he wants. He can bring whatever he wants. Johnny, I'm not too familiar with Johnny. I think he usually brings a lot of bulky stuff. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Alright, so turn 1, we got Jolteon versus Gengar. So already off the bat, we can kind of tell what these guys are going to be bringing. So it looks like HClat's bringing some kind of Jolt Spike variant, or it could be a Jolt Spike team. While Johnny, with him leading Gar can mean a couple things. It can mean that his team's just going to be very offensive, or it could just mean that usually Gengar Elite does lead to more offensive teams. So it's possible that that's the case, because usually Gengar Elite could just do a couple things. It could just boom, well, not boom turn 1, it can't do that, but it can definitely Hypnosis. Hypnosis is very free. Not too free against Jolteon, because Jolteon could just sub here anyway, because that's usually what Jolteon does in this situation. It would just sub to scout for whatever Gengar does, or just BP into Tar. But yeah, let's see what happens. So turn 1, we have a double into Dull on a sub. Okay, I see. So he does. So Johnny makes the switch into Dull. So Gengar Dull. I guess I was wrong about this team being offensive. It definitely seems to be more seems to be bulky with Dull here. So this will be interesting. But yeah, we do see HClat sub like I predicted. So he's probably gonna BP, or nope, he's not gonna BP. He's gonna get damage on that. So that's good damage. He's gonna get the EQ off, or Johnny's gonna get the EQ off on Jolt, and HClat's forced to switch out. Get a BP off and go Skarmory on the EQ. Okay, so now he can go for a Spike or Toxic this. Definitely Spikes are free here. So he's going to Drill Peck instead. Okay, never mind. Never mind HClat. Okay, so HClat's going to actually damage this, which is better anyway. Gengar getting chipped is actually really good because that'll put it in range for Jolteon in a bit, especially with Sandown too. So let's see what happens. Okay, so Johnny misses Hypnosis. There's a phase from H-Clat, and Doll's gonna be the one to come in. Gengar's back, and there's a Spike. So now Spikes are down, which is good for H-Clat. Misses Hypnosis again, so Johnny is not getting that off, and there goes into the Drill Peck. So Gar is getting worn down very, very quickly. Let's see what happens next. Misses Hypnosis. Damn. Okay, Johnny is not having a good. It's not having a good first turns. Like these first 5 or now these first 8 turns have not been good for Johnny so far. But again, when you have to use Hypnosis or when you're running Hypnosis Gar, like you have a lot that you have to bank on. You know, you have to actually land that move, and that move is not very accurate. So he misses Hypnosis and misses Will-O-Wisp, so this is really bad for him. Let's see, so a double into Jolt on the, or switching to Jolt on Wisp. So H-Class can get burned, which kind of sucks for it kind of sucks for Jolt, but at the same time, it's not like, no, it kind of sucks, especially with Sandown too. Jolt will be worn down even faster. But let's see what happens next. But yeah, Gengar finally switches out and brings in Doll. Or I mean, Johnny switches out the Gengar to bring in Doll. And we see a BP into the Smeargle. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, a Smeargle. H-Cloud, what you doing, bruh? What you doing? What you doing? Alright, so a Smeargle comes in. This is interesting. I mean, obviously, Johnny's gonna have to go Guard to let it go to sleep, since Gengar's pretty much dead at this point. Or unless he has something else to absorb sleep. But this is a free Spore for H-Clat. So let's see. Yeah, so Gengar is going to. Never mind. I should just shut up and just watch the game. What the fuck? I should just shut up and watch the game. Yo, okay. So H-Clat decided to Tail Glow on the Switch on the Switch. I thought he'd go for Spore, but okay. Do you, bro? Do you? This is honestly pretty dangerous. Dangerous due to the fact that, well, this is clearly not your typical Jolt Spike that H-Clad's bringing. Seems to be that there's maybe another special attacker here. I don't think it's just Jolteon. No way. No way. Especially if he's passing like that. There's got to be another special attacker here. I'm betting that... I mean, Starmie makes sense. Starmie makes a lot of sense. I think Starmie would be on this. Now what Johnny's gonna do is probably just hit this thing anyway, or just boom maybe. Let's see, yeah, just gonna boom, and there goes the Smeargle. So he just sacks it instead. Okay. Zap comes in, Skarmory's in, so not too great for H-Clat right now. Got to take a Thunderbolt to the dome, or catch a BP. But yeah, Johnny's pretty much free to sub. It could do, like, Johnny can do whatever he wants now with Zapdos in here, or with Zapdos here. So let's see what happens. All right, so there's a switch into Joe on the agility. Okay, all right. So he's gonna pass into something else. Okay, so who's he gonna pass into? Maybe Tar? Oh, no, he's just gonna hit this thing. Okay, so he's just gonna hit it. Thunderbolt's gonna come down, and H-Clat's gonna get the damage on that. So that's really good. But now he's gonna die to HP Grass potentially. But he's gonna go Meta here on the Grass. Okay, or Ice. Okay. So Meta takes a hit fairly well, and we do see a BP into Meta. So Meta's gonna take that pass. And we do see a mash from H-Clat into the opposing Meta, and a +1 as well. So H-Clat's getting a lot of momentum here, just a ton of it. But again, that's due to the Gengar missing both of its attacks in the process. But yeah, right now, it's looking pretty. I'd say it's fairly even right now, fairly even. Jolteon's almost dead. Zapdos is taking damage, and now Meta's taking damage as well. And again, H-Clat's Meta is +1 now, so he could potentially kill this with EQ. Potentially. But it might be a roll, though, depending on the meta. Okay, so EQ's going to come off of Johnny's, and then EQ coming back off on H-Clat's is going to kill the opposing Meta, and there goes Doug. So Doug will trap this thing, so pretty much a Zap Doug team from Johnny. Skarm gets a free switch, or Gar. Gar's also good, too. Gar means he gets to, hit this thing. So there goes the Doug. We see a Doll coming in, so Doll can come in and catch this Suicune, and Suicune gets set up here for free now. Got to deal with the boom though, of course. So you can just sub here on boom, and yep, subs on the boom. Zapdos gets a free switch, and Thunderbolt's gonna hurt a lot. It will hurt a ton. So he has to go on a Jolt here on Thunderbolt, but Johnny just goes for the agility on the switch. So nice play from him. Unfortunately, though, this is where things kind of go a little south for H-Clap potentially. Like I said, here comes an HP Ice, so it is HP Ice Zapdos. So Thunderbolt will drop this thing, but he's going to try and catch it. Yep, alright, so H-Clap catches it. Nice, nice, nice. Now, what will he do? He has to go for a Thunderbolt crit, I think, or a Thunderbolt para, and also trying to get that, get the recovery back too. So he's trying his best to do it, but nope. Doesn't get it, doesn't fall for it. So Johnny's just going to hit what's in front of him. And HP Ice won't kill, but Burn will take it down. So let's see. Yep, Burn will take it down. And we do see a Thunderbolt, no para, and there goes the Jolt. So Jolt dies. And now pretty much Gengar is going to have to try and live this and not get paralyzed. And potentially have Boom, but no Boom, which means that this game is looking like a wrap now. Yeah. This game's looking like a wrap. Unless this lives. But let's see. Nope. And that's going to be the game. So Johnny wins, and H-Clat takes this one. Or I mean, Johnny, sorry, my bad. Johnny wins this game. So this was a really fast-paced game. Which I like. I like these games. I like games like these. Just fast-paced. I'm pretty sure in the actual game it wasn't like that. But it was interesting. Definitely didn't expect a more specially based spike offense from H-Class. That's really cool, actually. I like the idea. But the tail glow was crazy. I did not think he'd do that. I wonder what was he thinking about that. Like, what was he thinking when he made that play? Maybe he was just like, I don't know. Maybe he thought he'd sack Dull or something. Not too sure why he made that tail glow play, but yeah, maybe he didn't even have Spore. But that's just weird, you know. That's just weird to not run Spore on Smeargle, but not too sure. The Spore play was pretty free though. Like if he got that off, he would have been able to get that setup going. But yeah. Pretty much a close victory for Johnny. Because again, that Ice Punch roll, since this was offensive, I'm pretty sure. Duh, they're both offensive. This one didn't have any bulk anyway, so they both brought offensive teams for this game. Yeah, pretty much brought offensive teams. Yeah, I don't really have too much else to say about this game or about the games. Yeah, about this game right here. It was just pretty much a straight up like hit for hit kind of game. I do think that if at some point H-Clat got a para with Jolteon, then this Zapdos would not be in the position it was in. Gengar probably would have had this game potentially, depending on whatever this last mon is. Which, you know, honestly, the more I think about it, maybe this is... No, it's not a rain team. I don't know why I thought it'd be a rain team. But whatever this last one, I think Tar makes sense here, but I don't know. Would it be a rain team? Maybe Suicune last, or... I think Kingdra makes sense for Johnny. I don't know why. But Kingdra makes sense on this. maybe that's just like the... Nah, I don't think it'd be Kingdra. No way. A water would make sense on this, but I'm not sure what the water would be. Either Kingdra or Starmie. But why would you run Starmie with Dull? Unless you're running like offensive Starmie with no spin, but I don't know. He had Doug for a reason. He wanted to remove something, so maybe it could have been. I don't know what it could have been. Well, anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed this game. I'm gonna try and do another one. So let's see if we can find another game to go through. You know what? Let's do this one. Ojama versus Altina. That'll be pretty fun to watch. Altina's another really good player, and so is Ojama. So they both have a lot of backgrounds in their tour plays. Altina, I believe he won Callus Invite. I might be wrong, or he was like runner up. I really don't remember. That was like months ago. But Altina's a very good player. Very good player. Pretty much plays like all ADV. if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this will be an interesting game for sure. Not too sure what Ojama can bring, but he's a very like competent player as well. Again, plays in multiple gens. So I'm not too sure what he could bring against, what he could bring in this matchup. I'm assuming it's going to be like some offense, just like for the last game. Cause I don't know. I feel like the vibe I'm getting for these games so far is just like straight up offense. So let's see what happens. I'm gonna predict that Ojama brought offense. I'm gonna predict Altina brought a balanced team. So let's see. Okay, we see Pert lead versus Cloister lead. So that already kind of suggests where we're going here. So Ojama seems to be, or Ojama leading Cloister definitely, or can suggest that he might be running a more offensive team. And we do see Altina leading with Pert, which Pert can mean multiple things. Could mean offense, could mean a more defensive team. Probably leaning more towards a more defensive team. But we see spikes coming off. Of course, we see an EQ going down, which EQ does a little bit of chip to the Cloy, but not too much. We see another spike, and we see another earthquake. So Altina's just going to weaken this Cloy as much as possible. Goes in Skarmory on the third spike, and probably trying to bait. Nope, just going to go for the Ice Beam there to try and freeze. No freeze, though, for Ojama. Spike coming down, though. Drill Peck, or we already got the spike down. Ice Beam coming down, doing 26%. So this Ice Beam is definitely starting to chunk this Skarmory a bit. We see another Drill Peck trying to shit this down as much as possible. Another Drill Peck coming, or another Ice Beam coming, no freeze. Is he going to go for a third spike? He's probably going to try and go, or not third. He's probably going to try and go for at least 3 layers if he can. Let's see. Another Ice Beam. That's doing a lot more. You're going to phase it instead. Okay, so here comes Dull. So Dull's going to be the one to come in. Chloe's going to come back in on a spike. Or on a tech, never mind. So another tech coming off. Probably trying to get one more tech off just to at least get another spike before it goes down. But yeah, let's see. Nope, gonna go Articuno. Ooh. You know, the last time I saw Articuno, I was actually playing against Water Mess. I was playing against Mess. And he was running that. He was running like some kind of Heal Bell set. Which was interesting. I actually had a lot of fun playing against him. In that one like on ladder. When he was testing it out. Articuno was interesting. It again, you got the pressuring from it, plus it's got decent utility options in Heal Bell, and offensively it's not that bad either. So Articuno's interesting. It's a very cool mon. Very, very cool mon. No pun intended. No pun intended, but I'm curious what he's gonna do. So Ice Beam doing a little bit of damage. Gonna phase it out. Okay, so phasing again. And this is where things start to get a little crazy, especially with this Ice Beam coming down. Oh yeah, definitely doing a little bit of, or I mean, it didn't do as much as I thought. It actually did very little. Boom, and Articuno's gonna get messed up. So that is going to take a lot of damage. Barely living though. Barely gonna live that. Jirachi's gonna come in here. Dog gonna come in on the switch. Plato's gonna get hit by that Fire Punch. And we're probably gonna see a spin here. Or maybe he's just gonna attack this thing. Yep, he's gonna spin here. Again, you gotta spin here anyway. Granted, even though like half of this team is like not weak to hazard anyway, but still, gotta remove those spikes. Blissey's gonna come in here instead. Okay, so Blissey's gonna come in here and try and wish up. Try and bring back Articuno, I guess. Or maybe this is a Calm Mind Blissey. Yep, it's Calm Mind Blissey. So, this is gonna be interesting, seeing where this goes. Dog gonna come in here on the Calm Mind. Let's see. I'm assuming that this might be either Flamethrower Ice Beam, or maybe it's like Thunderbolt Ice Beam, and he's just trying to go for a para, but I don't think that's the case. But yeah, this team is very, very fat. It's a very fat team. Now I'm kind of curious if Altina's just gonna hit this thing, or if he's just gonna switch out and go back in a Dull or go Skarmory. Skarmory's very free, honestly. But let's see what happens. Gonna go Armaldo. Okay. So he wants to remove he wants to knock this thing off to remove his lefties, which makes sense, or just remove lefties in general or whatever comes in. So let's see, Rachi gonna come in and gonna get knocked. So no more lefties for that, which means that this is gonna get worn down very quickly by Blissey. Yeah, it's gonna get worn down very quickly since this Jirachi probably doesn't have Wish on it, unless he's got like Wish support from something else. But this Jirachi is gonna get worn down very quickly by Blissey once it starts setting up, of course. Regi's gonna come in here on the switch on the HP whatever, that might be HP Bug. Probably try to catch Dull. Maybe, but that was a really good. That's really good damage though. Very good damage. Rock's gonna come in again on the rock slide. Okay, so interesting. So knock. Okay, so just a more like physically oriented Armaldo. Armaldo can do a lot of things. I think it has spin. I might be wrong. I think it has spin in this gen. I know it has. I mean, you can clearly see it has knockoff, but I don't remember if it has spin. I know I made an Armaldo team at one point. Actually, I didn't make it. I actually stole one. Let me see if I have it. Armaldo. So I don't remember if that thing had spin or not. I think it did. Again, Altina. Oh wait, hold on. Altina has Doll here, which is his favorite mon. Inside joke. Yeah, let me see if I can find Armaldo. I thought I had one, or had a team with it. Do I not have a team with Armaldo? Let me see if I can find it. I'm just gonna search. Hold on. Because I think it has spin, or I could just search in here anyway. Let me see. Armaldo. I don't remember if that has spin or not, but we're gonna find out together if it has spin in this gen. Yep, it does. Okay, so never mind. This is just a more offensive Armaldo, which is cool. I've actually never seen Armaldo like ran like this before, so this is gonna be interesting. So again, this getting knocked off is really good. Gonna get chipped even further. I feel like Armaldo is probably just EQ then, so it might just be like 4 attack EQ, or I mean 4 attack then, which is definitely cool. Definitely cool. So let's see what happens. Gonna go for a Calm Mind, and I'm assuming EQ. No EQ. Okay. So then what would the last move be? I don't think it'd be recover. I don't think it'd be like rest or anything. So knock off, HP bug, rock slide. So I did a lot of damage too. So let's see. So you're gonna switch and go Blissey here on the Psychic. Psychic doing 24%. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage. But Altina's gonna Calm Mind up here and gonna negate that Psychic damage. And we're gonna see a switch in a Dull on the Soft Boiled. Okay. So probably gonna go back into Skarmory to get the spike down. No, Armaldo again to take Boom. Oh shit. Okay. All right. I guess Ojama booming there, just pretty much trying to get as much damage on whatever he can. Maybe trying to catch him slipping with Blissey or slipping with something else, or even catch Skarmory too. But no, Altina's gonna let this get boomed on, which is probably better anyway. Definitely for the best. Speaker's gonna come in here though, so this is where things get a little dicey, but especially with this being like, yeah, this thing's gonna start setting up, and Altina can't exactly, phase this out very well. Yeah, I can't really phase it out that much, so he's gonna. Oh, it's rest. Okay, never mind. Okay, so he's gonna rest there, but that's doing too much damage. So looking to be sub Calm Mind, definitely gonna be doing a ton of damage to this Articuno. To Sleep Talk. No Sleep Talk. Okay. So gonna go Blissey here on the next surf. Oh, that's a big crit. That's a really big crit. Gonna Calm Mind again, and we're gonna see another Calm Mind. So I guess Blissey must be Bolt Beam then. Again, that's just what I'm assuming. I'm assuming it's Bolt Beam. But yeah, we do see another Calm Mind coming off, and probably gonna be okay. So he's gonna. Oh, okay. So it's just phasing. Then. Ooh, Altina's in for a rough time. This is gonna die. There goes the Doll. So Doll dies. Back in Skarmory. Yeah, this is where things start to go. Yeah, this is. I think it's over. I think it's actually over. Oh, yeah, it's definitely over. Holy shit! Unless he wakes up right now, but that's not gonna happen. Gotta wait one more turn, and Surf will kill this. Yeah. Damn. So Jama just pretty much put the smackdown on this team. Or on Altina with the Suicune. So the Calm Mind offense went crazy and pretty much just took out Altina. And that's pretty much going to be the game. Once this thing starts Calm Minding up, you can't really stop it. You can't. Maybe, hold on, maybe. It's at +3 though. I think this still kills. Oh, well with the crit it did. I think without the crit you would have lived it. I'm assuming, yeah. But yeah, Modest Suicune be hitting hard, man. That mon be hitting hard. Especially when you don't have much to really stop it. And if with phasing as well, yeah. And so the Calm Mind offense went crazy here. Again, not much Altina could have done. He tried his best though with Blissey, but that crit definitely sucked a lot. Like the crit, the multiple crits that happened, again, the one on turn, what was it, I think it was turn 30? Yeah, 30, oh, 33. Yeah, that definitely hurt. Definitely hurt a lot. But yeah, unfortunately, that's just kind of how the way these games go, you know? Like, Calm Mind offense is just so strong. You're just getting a lot of momentum and just pretty much like building up on momentum from the boomers, plus again, just Calm Minding in general. Which is why Calm Mind sweepers are just so like aggressive in this metagame. Because once they start setting up, you can't really stop it. Like even with Blissey, you can't exactly stop it that well. But yeah, that is pretty much going to be that. A lot of fast-paced games. How long have I been recording actually? Well, I've only been recording for 25 minutes. Well, I could probably do one more game. So let's see. Let's do M Dragon versus Fear. See how this game goes. I'm very curious about this one. Both competent players. Fear, I'm either confusing one of the two, but no, Fear is definitely for GSC. Fear's pretty good in GSC. I don't know too much about how he plays in ADV, but I'm assuming he plays at the same level he does in GSC, which is very, very high. And that bro's the GOAT. Bro's just the GOAT. So this will be fun to see. So let's see what happens. Alright, so we got Reiku versus Meta. So Reiku versus Meta, gonna be a Thunderbolt crit. Ooh, and an EQ coming down, and Reiku barely living that too. So a lot just happened in turn one. For one, we see Reiku lead. Reiku lead can suggest a couple things. I mean, well, actually, it kind of suggests like one thing. Well, not really one thing, but it's definitely a more calm mind offense team from M Dragon. Fear leading Meta. I mean, there's not really much to say off that. But definitely a more defensively oriented meta since EQ didn't even kill, unless I roll, which it could be. But this is definitely a more defensively oriented meta. But yeah, Thunderbolt. That Thunderbolt crit definitely mattered a lot. So now meta can potentially live, or I mean, not potentially live, but it is going to like take a hit, or I mean, not going to take the next hit. So Celebi is going to come in here on the switch. Reiku coming back slowly. Jirachi coming in on the psychic switch. Psychic gonna do a little bit and get a drop as well. So Fear is getting a little bit of chip on this, which is good. Lishi coming off as well. So Toxic gonna come back. So Fear gonna take the Toxic. But now Rachi's seated and also weakened. So let's see. So Suicune coming in. So yeah, definitely. Okay, so yeah, definitely a more calm mind offense team. Actually, it might be stall pressure. It might be pressure stall. Maybe. But Rachi's definitely here for support, so it's not a calm mind variant. So definitely just gonna be wish passing into Rachi or into Suicune and Reiku. So we do see the Toxic wearing down on Celebi a little bit. Gonna see Lishi again, trying to get some lefties going, or trying to get some more recovery going. So now Lishi plus Toxic definitely gonna like kind of even out the damage. So now we see Lash coming in here on the Rachi switch. Okay, so Rachi coming in, EQ coming down, I guess. Fire Punch don't get the burn. Fear not gonna get burned there, and we're gonna see a Curse. Okay, so Curse Light's going crazy. I wonder if it's Curse 3 attack or if it's just Curse Rest. I feel like since it might be Curse Rest, especially because he wasn't afraid of burn. It might be Curse Rest Lax. So we do see a Celebi coming in and Body Slam coming off on Celebi. So Celebi gonna take a lot from that. We do see a Leech Seed coming off as well, and another Body Slam hitting back on Celebi. So Celebi getting chipped even further. Leech Seed coming off, so this Celebi's getting a lot of recovery back, especially with recovery adding on. Body Slam coming off again. Fear's trying to get that para. Trying to get a para to at least like, chip this down a little bit more and also like be able to outspeed it. So we do see a HP Grass coming off on the switch into Celebi, so Fear's going to take that. Do you see another switch in Arachi on the sub? Okay, so is this BP or just like Leech Seed sub, or just sub Leech Seed? It might just be sub Leech Seed. Just sub Leech Seed with recover. So definitely wants to try and get some momentum, or trying to get some like get some momentum off with this. So definitely gonna try and Leech Seed here. Let's see. So Fear is going to, he's gonna try and Leech Seed, but M Dragon's gonna catch that in the Leech Seed and go Celebi on the Leech Seed. So let's see. Gonna BP. Oh, I like that. That's cool. Grass doing no damage. So let's see. Oh, it's just banded. Okay. Alright. So, cool. I'm surprised. I'm actually surprised Reiku lived that EQ then if this was banded. I don't think it's banded though. I think it might have been like Lum. It might have been like agility Lum meta. And Reiku just barely lived just barely lived EQ. So I'm feeling like that Reiku like is very HP invested to live that EQ like that. Especially from like non-ban meta. I'm assuming that's non-ban. Like if it was banned it would have killed this. So it probably was like maybe some 4-attack variant or just like some agility Lum meta. Again, that's just what I'm assuming. I could be very wrong. I know I could be very wrong. Anyways, so Lax is in here. Lax versus Rachi. Rachi definitely not going to take this, so he's just going to sack this, I'm assuming. Nope, going to tech here first on whatever it does. So body slam again. Okay. So body slamming again, trying to get a para, or again, trying to take out this Rachi anyway. Speaking going to come in on the curse. Okay. So now this Lax is going to be pretty dangerous at this point, because Body Slam is still going to be doing quite a bit of damage, and also there's a chance of the para coming down as well. So Fear is in a very commanding position. Again, Rachi getting worn down is probably the biggest thing that Fear got out of this. So that boom was very aggressive and definitely helped out for him. M-Dragon though, what M-Dragon needs to do is pretty much just climb back with momentum from Suicune and the Celebi, I guess. So let's see what this is gonna do. So we do see Body Slam doing 32%. Gonna phase it out, so you're gonna get the phase off, and Celebi and Kladle's gonna be the one to come in here. Porygon gonna come in on the switch on a switch back in the Lax. And we're gonna see a switch back in the Celebi trying to get the lead seed off again. But this Lax is really trying its best to start getting that setup going. And I mean, it definitely can get going. But yeah, we do see another lead seed coming off. Getting more chip on the Lax, which is good. HP Grass to get more chip on this, and also potentially catch Dull on a potential lead seed, or again just get chip on Celebi too. But Celebi's I think we've already deduced that the Celebi's grass anyway, if I recall. Let me check real quick. Yeah, that's grass. So they're both grass, or I mean this is grass, and this one's just gonna be just mono psychic. So pretty much the only thing Celebi can do to Rachi is Leech Seed, and pretty much just Leech Seed everything else. I mean, Psychic is still pretty good for, again, hitting the other, what's it called? Hitting the Beast, but it definitely doesn't do much to Celebi. So pretty much both Celebis negate each other. Except for Fear. Fear actually gets momentum with Baton Pass. Well, I don't know if M-Dragons is actually going to be BP. I feel like it might be. It could be BP. Yeah, let's see. So speaking in here on Celebi, we do see another Leech Seed coming off and a Calm Mind following. So definitely M-Dragon's not going to stay in here and let this thing just keep sapping recovery. So you can just switch in Dull. So it's Dull going to be the switch in, and a sub coming down as well. So Fear is definitely putting in work with this sub Leech Seed Rachi, or wow, sub Leech Seed Rachi. Hold on, let me back up real quick. All right, sub Leech Seed Celebi, my bad. This thing is definitely a problem. Especially because now it's going to be adding even more support for Lax. So we do see EQ doing no damage. So definitely M-Dragon's in a pretty tight spot. Psychic gonna do a little bit, but like nothing. Spin gonna be able to remove the Leech Seed though, which is good. So he's able to actually no, hold on, wait a minute. Let's actually talk about this real quick. This is actually important. He can kind of negate the Leech Seed a little bit. Especially because this is getting worn down even faster. So let's actually take this into account right now. So M-Dragon is running Pressure Stall, or running like a pretty much Pressure Stall with the Suicune plus Reiku. Pretty much what he's trying to do is he's trying to wear down Celebi's Leech Seeds, which allows him to take advantage of that and pretty much Calm Mind up with Suicune, or with his other Calm Mind setter. Which I mean it's pretty much these two. These are the only Calm Mind setters, while the other two just provide support. But that's what he's trying to do at this point. And since we know that this Celebi can only go for Psychic, Dull's actually a really good check to it. It's actually a very good check to it. Like, all Fear can really do is just keep going for Leech Seed and trying to Psychic this down too. But yeah, M-Dragon can just stay in here forever, really. So yeah, he's just gonna keep spinning. So let's see. Because I mean, in the end, Fear's just gonna have to BP anyway. Yep, exactly. So he's gonna BP and go Lax. He can EQ here to break it, which he does break. So there you go. So EQ is gonna break that sub, and he can just EQ again to get more chip. But he's going to go Celebi instead on the switch. So Celebi taking a little bit more chip on that, but really not too much. This is why Sand's important in a game like this, because you actually want to make sure you get the, residual damage with the residual damage with Sand. Because that actually can kind of negate how much Celebi's getting back and whatnot. But yeah, it's going to be a very long game. So this one's probably going to go to an hour, I'm assuming. Not an hour, probably like 50 minutes. But yeah, it's going to be a long game. Anyways, we're going to see switching to Rachi on the sub. So sub coming off. Of course, we see Celebi faster. So he's going to try and get this back. Nope, going to go dull again. Right, of course. BP again. Back in lax. EQ coming off again on the curse. So, oh no, he's going to actually phase this again, which is fine. Phasing this out is definitely worth it. So yeah, going to phase that. Going to body slam there, of course. And no para. So, no para coming off that lax, man. If Fear got at least one para on one of these mons, this would definitely be a very shit position for M Dragon. Let's see. So Doll back in. Gonna see a rest. Okay, so rest, Calm Mind, Suicune. Gonna see an EQ coming off. So EQ not doing too much, but definitely Boom is something to be wary of. But you see another rest, just wasting turns. And now we're going to see the... Okay, just pretty much wasting another turn. Okay. So we do see another... We're probably going to see a Calm Mind pretty soon here. Nope, gonna just straight up nuke this thing. Okay, so Fear just said, fuck Suicune. Which is fair. Suicune actually is very dangerous here, or would have been very dangerous. But yeah, him booming there was, like, very good. So it wasn't rest, like, body slam EQ. I don't know why I was thinking that. I guess I have GSC on the mind. But yeah, just booming straight up is definitely worth it. So... Suicune dying is definitely bad for M Dragon. Pretty much losing one of his best Calm Mind sweepers right now. So yeah, it's rely on Reiku at this point, which I mean, can't really do too well with that. Yeah, can't really do too well with that. So now this is an interesting spot. M Dragon's whole team's been revealed, but we don't know what else Fear has. But judging by the way this has been going, Curse Boom Lax. Boom meta, definitely boom dolls, so pretty much a boom offense from Fear, or semi-boom offense from Fear. So let's see what comes out next. We're gonna see Celebi come back out again. So M Dragon's just trying to fight for his life to get some recovery back. Gonna be a Leech Seed miss and a Fire Punch into it. Burn, no burn coming off though. So we're gonna see a Leech Seed again, trying to get a burn or something on the Celebi. No burn still, but Celebi is gonna be getting some recovery back with Leech Seed though. So we're going to see the P2 come in here on the switch, on the Psychic as well. So Psychic going to be doing some chip to that. Let's see what's going to happen next. We're going to see an Ice Beam. Or are we just going to see, yep, Ice Beam. Ice Beam doing a little bit of damage to the doll. Not too bad. Nothing crazy. We do see a Boom though. So there goes the Pori. So Fear is just going crazy with the booms. I mean, at this point it's free. It's very free. M Dragon's kind of in a not great spot at the moment. He can't really do too much now. Again, Celebi's pretty much walled by the opposing Celebi. So it's just a very like odd spot right now. The best thing he can do is really try to go for like Fire Punch crits and whatnot. So really the best thing he has at the moment. Gonna see a Leech Seed again pop off. Another Fire Punch coming off. Still no burn, man. I don't know what's going on. I've seen like there's been no paras, no burns, just toxic going on, but like still jeez. All right, let's see. So we're going to see a switch back into Celebi on the sub. So again, sub coming off there. Again, this Celebi can't really do too much. BP going to go off and into Ments. So yeah, this is where things start to get crazy. Grass doing no damage, and Fear is just about to say it's over. So let's see. We're gonna see a DD come off. Yep, DD coming off from the Ments. We're gonna see a HP flying. Gonna do over half. Gonna see a Psychic. Gonna break it. But now he has to. But now, okay. Hold on, wait. Oh, well, too late. I was gonna say he could boom here. I mean, he's pretty much forced to boom. But Fear knows that, and he could probably just go Celebi anyway to try and like pretty much say, you know, he could just sack Celebi and then set up with Ments again. So let's see. And nope, Fear is not going to fall for it. He was going to commit to letting it die to boom anyway. And we're going to see Doll coming back on the EQ. But nope, he tried to catch EQ, or I guess maybe, no, actually no. Why didn't you just, well, he couldn't sack Jirachi. he couldn't sack. He probably was trying to catch EQ, but Fear caught him with the brick break. So Doll is going to take this. Nope, he's going to sack the Reiku instead. So Reiku's going to die, and he's trying to get Doll to over half, which he does. And now it comes down to if he can get the boom off. Yeah, he's going to sack. Yeah, Rachi's going to take that, and yeah, again, this thing he can't really do too much now. Going to see a tech. They're flying. Even if he, I mean, this is free. He can just DD again. So let's see. Nope, Fear's just going to keep hitting. Got to keep hitting at this point. Yeah, he's trying to catch EQ. Nope. So I guess it's not. So then what is this? Is this just rock slide? No, he's just. I think he's just trying to like fake him out, pretty much. Like, honestly, at this point, Fear pretty much can win it. Can win right now. Or I mean, he pretty much won already. Like, the moment he set up DD, like it was pretty much over. Again, a lot of the things really factored into Fear, like getting the momentum. Really, the Lax was the big momentum changer. Like once he got that cursed boom off on Suicune, it was over. Suicune on its own probably could have like definitely brought this game back, 100%. But yeah, the cursed boom was just good, just very good from Fear. M-Dragon couldn't really do too much around that. Yeah, not too much. But yeah, this game's pretty much a wrap. That's gonna die, and that's pretty much gonna be GG. Yeah, pretty much brick break plus slide is enough. Unless he actually was hiding EQ. Yeah, he's not EQ. He's not EQ. He must be slide. It must be slide then. Okay. So HP flying, brick break, slide. That's what I'm assuming it is at this point. But yeah, Celebi gonna come in here on brick. But yeah, brick will still be enough to take out Rachi, I'm assuming, even with the protect in tow. But yeah, it's pretty much gonna be GG. So yeah, again, I don't want to say this game was a fast-paced game. Oh, that crit. I mean, that crit definitely mattered, but it still was a wrap anyway for M-Dragon. But yeah, it was a really good game. I actually enjoyed all these games, like watching through them and analyzing them. Yeah, Suicune was dangerous, and Fear did a good job removing it. Like, he had to remove it, you know? And M-Dragon, I don't know what Mon didn't really help him. I think he should have sacked Reiku sooner. Maybe he should have sacked Reiku sooner, because, like, what was Reiku gonna do after Meta took that EQ? Or after Reiku took that EQ from Meta? It didn't really do too much after that. And the Rachi wasn't, and the Rachi probably was wish support. Had to be wish support. Like, no way you wouldn't run this team without wish support. But yeah, it was just a tough matchup. Like, Fear really just had the better matchup here with the boom offense going off. Because like teams like these can definitely get worn down very quickly when you have a boomer on them, or more than one boomer anyway. But yeah, I actually like the Celebi set that Fear brought. That was really cool. Sub Leech Seed. Don't really see that too much, or don't see that as much. Yeah, sub Leech Seed BP into sweepers, very nice. It's very, very nice. I like this team. Seems cool. Seems very cool. Really wish I got to see what else the meta was doing, but it seemed to just be like some. Well, it wasn't lefties, right? I don't think it was a lefties meta. I don't think lefties were shown after EQ, right? No, it wasn't shown. So I have to assume it's agility. I have to assume it's agility at that point. Because I mean, what else would it be? You know, what else? What other meta would it be besides agility? If it's not lefties or band. Excuse me. I lem agility meta. But yeah, it was a very cool game. Very, very cool game. Nothing too crazy besides the Celebi really like setting up the Lax and the Ments. But yeah, nothing too crazy from M-Dragon either. Just a pretty bulky like pressure team. A pressure stall team. I don't know if I really call it stall. I really don't know if I call this team stall. I definitely say it's like pressure. It's like it pretty much is just pressure stall. Or no, I can't. Wow, I don't mean to say pressure stall. I mean to say it's just pressure, pretty much. But yeah, fun games. Really enjoyed watching them and going over these games. I probably say my favorite of the series these games. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. They were really fast-paced games. Like more fast-paced than I thought they'd be. I did kind of like this game though. This game was fun. This game was pretty entertaining. But Now I didn't like this. I didn't really like this game too much. It was okay, but it wasn't anything crazy. I'm surprised I didn't see a Tar actually in this series. I'm really surprised I didn't see Tar. I wonder why Tar didn't get any. Why there was no Tar this time. Oh well. Anyways, hope y'all enjoyed my reactions and my thoughts on these games. Now I didn't want to, but I'm probably gonna have to double down on doing ADV stuff because I actually plan on doing an ADV live today as I'm recording. So you guys may end up seeing two ADV vids today for your Friday. So be grateful, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I'm just in the ADV mood. So yeah, I'll probably end up uploading some ADV stuff soon. But yeah, hope y'all enjoyed my reactions and my thoughts on these games. Again, very close games, very fun games to watch. And yeah, I'll see y'all for week 9, where I'll probably do some more, or where I do my reactions and thoughts to more games. But yeah, be safe, wash your hands, and peace out.